Hello guys, and welcome to tutorial number 24. So in this video we're going to be taking a look at what you can see here, float and clear, right? So you can actually see here my body of my HTML is empty, CSS is also empty, and therefore the browser has to be empty, right? Okay, so also I added in image here, and it's a PNG image file of a PDF. So this is just a PDF image, and so we're gonna actually use that image to explain the concept of how float and clearing actually works. So to start off with, let's just go ahead and bring in that image. So say image, and the source is, as you know, it's just directly in the same file as our index and our style. So we just go ahead and get the name, so it's gonna be PDF, and make sure you put in the correct file type. So that's gonna be a PNG. If yours is a JPEG, go ahead and use JPEG. Okay, so next let's just give this an alt attribute, and let's just say PDF icon. So okay, go ahead and save this, and also let's just go ahead and put in a bunch of paragraph text here, and using our Gibson shortcut, go ahead and fill that in, and go back to your browser now, hit refresh, and this is actually what we've got, right? Okay, so let me just go ahead and give this select the paragraph. I want to give it a border so you can actually understand the concept more better. So 2 pixel solid, and let's say blue. Okay, go ahead and save this now, come back to your browser, click refresh. Okay, so now you can actually see now that we're having a border going all the way around us. Okay, so this is actually how the text you actually display on your element or your page. So this is actually the normal flow of elements or the normal flow of text and images on the page, right? But let's say you wanted a situation where you wanted the text to be aligned to the side, or you wanted them to be displaying on the side here, right? Not just below the image. So to actually do that, you can go ahead and use the float elements, right? So to do that, first thing you're going to need to do is go ahead and give this image a class of, okay, you just go ahead and say image, and we're going to use this class of image to style it and float the element. So you just go ahead and grab that class image and open your, and now in here we're going to say float. Okay, just go ahead and type in float, and now with this float element or this float property, we can go ahead and say if we wanted to float this image to the left, or we wanted to float it to the right. So to do that, let's say we want to float this to the left, so go ahead and say left, end it off, save this, come to our browser, hit refresh, and now you can see that this PNG image here of this PDF is actually now floated to the left, and you can see now that all the text is appearing at the side of the image, right? So here you can actually see that we don't actually have the border here, and this is because the border is now going all the way around this, it's actually behind this paragraph now, or rather I meant it's actually behind this image you can see here. And okay, to show you guys that I can go ahead and say, let's just go ahead and copy this. If I can actually copy this now, so just to add in more content so you can actually see that it's actually going behind that image. So go ahead and refresh this now. Okay, so now you can see now that this this border that we give to our text is now going all the way behind this text, right? So you can see it's going behind this image here. So the image will just floated to the top of the paragraph, and now you can see that. But what you can also see is that we're having this text and not actually going behind the image. They're all they all created space for the image to actually be placed on the page, right? So that's actually what the text will always do. It will always clear space for the elements to actually be or for the image or whatever you actually clear to actually be placed on the page. So that's actually how you make use of that. So we can actually do the same thing. So let's say you want to actually float this to the right. You can actually go ahead and say right float. Okay, float to right. Refresh this now, and now you can see the image is appearing on the right. So this is actually what most people actually do when they are creating articles. So just go ahead and float images wherever they want and walk around. So if you look at major websites, you're gonna see that this is actually how the float is. So something else we can actually do is we can take a look at how this actually works. Let's say if we go ahead and added in another paragraph, let's say, okay, so I just increase the size of this image here. So to do that, we just go ahead and say, give this a width of, I don't know, to say 400 pixels. Are we okay? And save this. 400, refresh. Okay, so that's too large. Let's just go ahead and say 200. Okay, well, this is actually okay. So now you can see, okay, this is actually turning blur because the resolution of this image is actually very low. So I apologize if you guys can actually see this well, but we don't actually need to see the image well, just understand the concept. So what you can actually do now is, let's say I went ahead and copied this whole paragraph, and let's actually paste it down here. So paste that in, save this, come back here, click refresh, and now you can actually see that we've got another paragraph going on the page, but it's actually continuing from where this paragraph actually stopped, right? So one thing we can actually do now is, let's say you don't actually want, for some reason you don't actually want this to be displaying or to actually continue from where the previous paragraph left off. You wanted it to display directly below this image. To do that, that's where the next function come in, which is the clear property. So to do that, okay, go ahead and say, okay, what do we actually want to clear? So we want to clear this paragraph. So to do that, just go ahead and give this a class of clear. Save this, come back to CSS file, and here just go ahead and select that class of clear, and this class now we can say clear and say both. So this property clear is what we actually use to clear that image or clear that text from being by the side of the image, and this both just simply means that it clears both the left and the right. So if you want to clear the left, if we went ahead and put in this stuff here, this just means that we're going to clear whichever side this image is on. So if this image was on the right, it's actually going to be cleared, or if it was on the left, it's still going to be cleared. So it doesn't actually matter what direction the image is on, either left or right, it's still going to be cleared, right? So that's what this function both means. So just go ahead and save this, and now if we refresh, you can see now that this whole text is appearing directly below the image, right? So it's not actually getting it's not actually being by the side anymore, it's just appearing directly below it, right? Okay, so this is actually how it works. And also, if you didn't actually want your text to be so pushed up towards the image or too close to this image, you can just go ahead and give this add in a margin. So add in a margin, I think that should be a margin right. Okay, margin right, and you can say give it 10 pixels. Okay, so go ahead and reload this now. Okay, so now you can see we actually pushed the text forward a little, so you can actually have a little space here, just in case you didn't actually want your text to be so pushed up towards the image. So let's just go ahead and take this out now. Save this, refresh. Okay, so this should actually now look familiar, because this is how most blogs and article websites are. So this is actually how the layout of the website are. You just see an image and you see a bunch of text by the side and stuff like that. So this is actually how most website layouts actually are, right? So that'll be all I have for you guys in this video. No, there's actually more we can actually do with the float and clear property, but the video is getting a little bit long, so I'm gonna pause it here and continue in the next video. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for staying to the end of this video. That really means a lot to me. So please, if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful to you. Subscribe to my channel and watch another one of my videos, and I'll see you next time.